What's up YouTube, this is your boy Sean Bob White, RB Dubs, and I'm back at it again with another video. First, I would like to wish you all a happy Black History Month. Today, we're going to talk about last night's Super Bowl. Now, I think I make a video every year where I talk about me not watching the Super Bowl and the reasons I do not do so. And basically, it's the same reason every year. The whole situation with Colin Kaepernick, and to put it shortly, the NFL is racist. So that's the main reason why I don't watch the Super Bowl. But for this particular Super Bowl, I wanted to address a couple of things that were interesting about this year's Super Bowl. Tomi Lauren's tweet towards Jay Z and Beyonce, and this tweet was basically a negative tweet towards them sitting during the national anthem. Now, of course, Tomi Lauren is gonna say, whatever nonsense it is that she says. I usually, don't pay attention to the nonsense that she says because it's just what I call it, nonsense. She was like upset that they sat during the national anthem. I'll put up the tweet, here in this video so you guys can read her exact words. But the only comments I have towards that is that I respect them for, sitting during the national anthem. I probably wouldn't have done the same thing if I was at the Super Bowl, which I probably wouldn't be there. And but I respect them for doing that. And Tomi Lauren, that's just the type of person she is. She's gonna criticize them. She called Jay Z, a former crack dealer, going to his past and using that to insult him for sitting against the national anthem. And personally, I have no problem with it. I think it was the right thing to do. So that's what I would briefly say about that. The main issue that I wanted to talk about in regards to last night's Super Bowl was the Super Bowl halftime show with J-Lo and Shakira and Bad Bunny. I believe also there was someone else, but I don't remember. I think it was J Balvin as well, performance, because I was seeing some things that some friends of mine were posting on Instagram about the performance in regards to race. And some of the things that I saw was that J-Lo and Shakira's performance, while it may seem as though it was a win for the Latino community, it may not seem as so. The reason that is because what it looks like is that it looks like the NFL is basically using the performance of J-Lo and Shakira to promote solidarity and inclusion between the NFL and the Latina community. However, this does not change the wrong that they have done towards the Black community. This does not change that. They're basically trying to apologize to a group of people in which they had no transgression towards. They had transgressions towards Black people, with the Colin Kaepernick situation and all that, not towards, the Latina people. So they're basically trying to, apologize to a group that had nothing to do with the transgressions that so many people are rebelling against, like Jay Z and Beyonce. J-Lo and Shakira, they are in a certain status, being the celebrities and the musicians that they are, and they benefit and make money off of capitalism and at the expense of people like you and me. So that is another thing. And also, in addition to that, they are what you would call white passing Latinas, meaning that with that, there's a certain amount of privilege that comes with, being white passing Latinas. And, with that privilege, it doesn't really promote this solidarity that the NFL is trying to show by having J-Lo and Shakira perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, meaning that it's not really a win for the Latina community per se, because J-Lo and Shakira are white passing Latinas, and also by agreeing to perform at the halftime show, they're not showing any solidarity with Black people. People, of course, are still seeing it as, a win for the Latin community, and they're still seeing it as a moment of inclusion and solidarity that the NFL is trying to promote. But my opinion, well, this is not my opinion, but it is my opinion. It's an opinion I agree with, but it's not an opinion that I certainly generated myself. It is an opinion I agree with. And what I'm saying is that people are basically taking the bait that the NFL is putting out by essentially thinking that this is a win for the Latin community by having J-Lo and Shakira perform at the NFL Super Bowl halftime show. And it basically just shows ironically, a lack of solidarity rather between the Latin community and the Black community. Because by agreeing to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, they basically are showing that they're not aligned with the resistance that a lot of the Black community is putting up by not watching the Super Bowl or by sitting and kneeling to the national anthem like Beyonce and Jay Z. By agreeing to perform, they're showing they are not aligned with that, and they are going against that, and they are deciding to make money off of this performance and do the performance anyway. Don't take the bait thinking that this is a win for the Latin community, that this is that it was a great night for Latin people. It wasn't. Don't believe that, and that's just what the NFL wants to make you believe, to direct you from this problem of the divide between the NFL and Black people, and how racist the NFL actually is, and how the problem between the NFL and Black people and the whole issue of Colin Kaepernick is still not solved. And that's still not solved, and the NFL is using the performance of J-Lo and Shakira to direct you from that. And I just want to make you guys aware of that. And it's because of moves like this, it's because of ideas like this by the NFL that I don't watch the Super Bowl. Even with the two things that I mentioned in this video, last night's Super Bowl wasn't all bad. I mean, like I was saying earlier, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning their first Super Bowl in 50 years. Also for Patrick Mahomes becoming the third Black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And, at 24 years old, becoming only the third Black quarterback to win the Super Bowl, that's a great feat. And that's something definitely positive that came out of last night's Super Bowl. So that's something positive that I wanted to highlight about the events of last night. Let me know what you guys think of what I've said in this video, and let me know if you agree or disagree with what I've said. Do you think that J-Lo and Shakira performing at the Super Bowl halftime show was a win for the Latin community? Or do you agree, with what I've said in this video about it not being, as it may seem, about it not being a win for the Latin community? And, thank you guys for tuning into the video. For those who did watch the Super Bowl last night, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed time with family and friends and stuff like that. And I will see you guys in the next video. This is your boy, Rashawn Baldwin White, RB Dubs. I'm out of here. Peace.